CV-ga aadan baan ii aqrin doonaa qof walba oo Soomaali qofka lecture-ka siinaya ama uu dhegeysanaya inuu taariikhdiisa ama CV-giisa waxa luqadda Ingiriiska in loo aqriyo. magaca waxaa la dhahaa Aadan Maxamed Abuubakar. bachelor degree iyo master waxaa ka diyaariyay jaamacadda Islamic Online University of Minnesota. waxa uu wax ka dhigay ka caawiyay dalka Mareykanka. wuxuu extensive training teaching English 12 course ka qaatay dalka Mareykanka. waxa uu communication skills iyo written speech oo 4 course oo ka qaatay communication skills-ka Aadan. Aadan hadda waxa uu ku nool yahay dalka Mareykanka ama gaar ahaan Minneapolis. waana aabo iskale 4 caruur ah. Aadan CV-giisa uu leeyahay wallow waqti waan gabaabsi u yahay waa soo koobay. bal markan Aadan iyo barnaamijkeennii baan iskaga kala bixi doonaa. Aadan maxaa lana kusoo dhawo jaamacadda Boorame xarunteeda jaamacadda Atmos xarunteeda Boorame kusoo dhawo waalana Aadan. hasoo dhawin Aadan.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us opportunity to chat with each other tonight and take opportunity of the introduction of the inshallah the Center to Teaching of English Language that's upcoming inshallah soon in the Boorame City inshallah Rahman. So we're going to discuss inshallah various subjects that regarding to introduction of the program, objectivity of it, and also the detailed approach of our presentation tonight. So inshallah in the middle of halfway of the presentation, I'm going to switch to Somali language because some of you maybe don't understand English very well. So I'm going to switch from English to Somali. But now I'm going to go ahead about 8 to 10 slides. I'm going to present as it is, in English. So, inshallah, we want to start with the introduction of the center that we envision to start and to teach here locally in this city. So this program is going to be intensive English program, what they call intensive English language program, either one. And then the abbreviation will be IELP or IEP, whatever it is. So that, inshallah, is going to be 1-year program, sequenced, and also multi-level program, which is going to be something unique, inshallah ta'ala, because we're going to plan some of the approach that the most people who teach English language, they use differently. So we're going to plan, we take from here and there, and then we combine, and that way we will have something unique, inshallah. The other thing I want to address is, before I move to the objectivity of the program. The objectivity of the program is going to be something that, they're focusing to produce people who have, they mastered all 4 skills of the language. So the writing to say, and the reading, and as well as the listening and also speaking. So all those 4 skills has to be a level that, the equivalent with the global standards, whatever it's in the US or in the British system. And inshallah, as we see at the end, we will have some kind of certification that related like IELTS or TOEFL. So that way the people or any student who graduate from this diploma successfully will be attending, taking those tests. And inshallah, when he or she gets their certification, they will be able to present to any university that they are going to transfer to, or maybe they will be, they also, they applying a job or whatever reason, so the employers and the schools will accept those well-known certifications like IELTS and TOEFL. So this program is going to be, it will have not only one program, it will have various programs, inshallah. One of the programs is the intensive English program, as I said, IEP, and other short courses for skill developments are For example, the writing, the extensive writing or project writing, whatever it is, the just higher level and advanced writing will be introduced to you, inshallah. Various training programs that related to English skills, and that may also include, inshallah, speech skills and something related to those kind of things, or presentation. Also, that will include some kind of techniques or some kind of technologies that we use nowadays, like the PowerPoint projector and stuff like that. From there, since we don't have that much time, we condense our time and then we'll move forward, inshallah. One of the things that will include is the testing for appropriate level. So we're not going to push down people who have intermediate level and advanced level, inshallah. So we're going to test them and then we'll let them sit at the appropriate level that they are already demonstrated to continue, inshallah. Multi-level and well-sequenced. As we said, it's going to be the multi-level from beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So those also will have some kind of variations because the advanced, low advanced, and low, the high advanced are not the same. So we're going to separate those classes into different avenues. Certification, the comprehensive curriculum is going to be very comprehensive. It's going to be a wide range of issues that will include to teach the students, the prospective students will learn the skills using all kind of things that are at their disposal. For example, you will use some kind of the outside research in class, the writing essays, they're doing some kind of activities related to comprehension and communicative approach of language teaching. So all those things, inshallah, will be combination of the teaching component that will help you master those 4 skills within the lab. The certifications, as we mentioned, is going to be IELTS and TOEFL. If there is any other certification that that we can grab and at our, the hand length of us, we can grab, then we'll bring it to you, inshallah, at with the minimal cost that we're not going to seek, to make and capitalize to make money out of your pocket. We're just going to charge you whatever those other institutions that you're supposed to be charging. Inshallah. Combined teaching approach. As we mentioned, we will use, inshallah, what we call comprehension and communicative approach. Those are, the latest approach to teach English language globally, and they are well presented, well taught. Comprehension uses mostly no textbook, while the communicative use no textbook mostly. But inshallah, we're going to use the textbook because the Somali folks, you get used to the textbook. So we can't get away without textbook. So we're gonna invite some, the components, some elements of the other approach into the communicative, from comprehension approach to communicative approach. So that way we'll have combination of 2 approaches to teach the students so they can master the all 4 skills of the English language. What's language? So the language is, as we know, is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala empowered us to speak. So since from Adam and Eve, they arrived from the heaven, and on this planet, we were talking and using the language or different dialects, different accents. All those things, they have existed, but people start branching off from one language, apparently maybe Allah Alam, to another language, and in multiple language, thousands and thousands language. Some countries you will find, maybe 100 language, something like that. Like for example, Ethiopia or Kenya, you'll have, easily you will find, maybe around 100 or 200 or something close to 1,000. So how people learn is something that we don't have time for it, but we're just going to mention that when the kids are growing up, and when the people get older, they have, the different kind of psychology of learning. So that's many thoughts came from this recent linguistic psychologists. They have thought how, the people, especially when they are, they're at the young age, how they learn, how they develop the language, and all those things are, there's something that well documented, and it helps when you understand those elements, how, as a person, you, student, can transfer your skills from your original language, which is Somali, to another language, for example, Arabic or English. So that, if you learn, also the psychologists, they concluded that the level you reach in your mother tongue, you will reach the other language. You will have mastery and the ability to learn all four skills, the appropriately and the probably fluent level, maybe. Or maybe at least, the native, or what they call near native. Mostly they use in the US near native. At least the person, when he or she they master, close to the nativeness, they call near native. So that's okay, because you know all in and outs of the language. Maybe sometimes when you delve into the language very much, you can be way better in writing and all four skills. Way better because you invested a lot of time in learning this language, so you will get it like that for sure. Because there's nothing that can stop you, the learning the language very well. One thing that may suffice or stay at the level it is the accent. Because when the people they reach age maybe like after the age of puberty or maybe 18 years old or something like that, it's hard to twist their tongue from their original language to the language. So they may have some kind of the accent that you can tell this person learned the language when they were older enough to be called the adult. So that way is something that, but at least some of the techniques available in the internet or maybe some schools they teach is the accent reduction. They can reduce your accent that shows that you are you learned the language when you were older. So that also is something available. And I have seen many people who you can't tell at all if they were born there or not. But that's not many. There are very few people that can change the accent of the area they live in. Like for example, the southern U.S. they have different accent than the northern U.S. So the mastering the conquering and overcoming the accent problem or the accent limitations is something that can be achieved, but it's a little bit tough. So what also, and we're going to talk old versus young, we have mentioned, but the learning habit and how the people they acquire the language, how they get the skills is going to be very tough and something that is not easy. Human communicability, sorry about that. It's something that the humans are able from that age, the Adam alayhi salam and Eve, they were able to talk to each other. It's something that is intrinsic that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them as a built-in quality, so they can talk to each other. The kids, when they are growing up, they start the baba, mama, and then they start picking up the words one here and there. So that's something that when they hear, they comprehend, and then the hearing, not only the hearing but also listening, they will, they make going to go through their memory and the brain, and then also the brain makes the decision to use this word for this person or that appropriate situation. And then from there they will start putting together the grammatical aspects. They will make all things connected from there, and then they will go up, and then inshallah it's going to be something unique. As from there they will start having a full language skill of four of them. So we're going to move from there. History of English language is something also we need to talk about because we want to touch down, quickly those elements, and then we also will have language, what it is, English language, and linguistics, and importance of English language. So English language started from West Germanic language, Anglo-Parisian dialects. So there is a relationship between Germanic tribes and also Persian people, for say like the Iraq and also some part of Iraq and also especially the east side of Euphrates River and also the Persia. And from there, those people they migrated to the west, Western Europe, especially German area. So the Germanic tribe, when they grow up, they move toward the north, and also they move toward the Greater Britain island. So they formed their own language, and then the Anglo-Saxon people came from them. And I was really wondering how even the French are part of the Germanic tribes, and how Germanic people, they are so dispersed, and so how they grew. English as a subject, which is you teach the primary, middle school, and also high schools. So then you will have college level English, which is higher, which is also will offer you in American setting, in American colleges and universities. They will give you opportunity to master starting from from the bottom up, because they will test you, and then you at the college placement test, when you take that one, then they will let you sit and they go from there, wherever the appropriate level you are seated. Linguistics, we can divide linguistics into 4 elements here. The number 1 is the tonal. We're going to talk about the tonal and then tonal language, because English language is then tonal language, because that doesn't come from the notes, so they call it sankada, so that doesn't come from the tone. It comes from the most, maybe some aspect comes from the tone. It can be tonal, but mostly the language, English language, will be non-tonal language, because most of the Far Eastern language, like Chinese and Mandarin and other, they are, all those areas, they are dominated by tonal language, because we speak from here. That's how they produce the sound and the letter sound of the word. That's how they produce it. How the structure of the word, the structure, they call it in Arabic tarkib. So the structure of the word is very similar in ways, in a grammatical ways. In Arabic, we will talk about that when we reach the grammar. And also the phonology, which is the how you they speak up, how it sounds, the language form. As you can tell, the form is something like the talking or speech or something like that. So that's how they break up into the words to syllabi. There's something called syllabi. They break down. One word can be like 3 different elements put together, 3 different sounds. So that way they will have something that you can tell. When you go to the dictionaries, whether it's online or from the text, when you look at the dictionary next time, look, each word you are searching for, look that word and stop and pause on it. And when you read that word, it has something that separates that word into 3 parts or maybe 2 parts or 4 parts. So that's how they count how many syllables it contains that one word. For example, interpretation. So that's you break up those into syllables, something like that. So that's phonology. The part of the linguistics, and also literary and versus literacy. So we know the literacy, what it means. Literacy means how many people can speak, who can write and read in Somali language in this city Boram. So you're gonna give it
percentile. You know, you say in Burma you have 70% of the population, they are, you know, they able to read and write. So that way, you know, it's kind of way to know who can read and write. You know. So the other thing is literary is anything that's written. Anything is written that also is part of literature. I mean, linguistics. The part of linguistics. And also it's a part of literature. It's really 5 L's. That's what I call 5 L's. Language, literature, and linguistics, literacy, and literary. So all these elements, it's, you know, you need to understand one at a time.